Wow, worked quickly today. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it feel good? Friendships. Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you. Good morning. So our inspiration today, got a weird echo. Our inspiration today, I figured was only appropriate to have it come from an NCAA basketball coach. And I am not going to try and pronounce his last name because I've tried for forever and I've never gotten it right. But there are 5 fundamental qualities that make every team great: communication, trust, collective responsibility, caring, and pride. So I thought that was a good one. Show off. Adrian, do you want to come introduce our guests?
And I apologize if I say your name incorrectly. We have a lot of guests today, which is probably not. So we have Vern McKenna. Welcome. And we're going to talk about with Ed Mills, the fire and voting. So step it up, people. And then we have Todd Rader. And he is thinking of joining and being a sponsor. So you're on your best behavior. And then we have Laura our speaker, and I can't wait to hear the new things and new classes and all that good stuff. And Brenda Davis, who also might be joining, and she is somehow related to Chris. She's way back there. And then Amy Duba.
Okay. A couple announcements from my end. Area 8 dinner, Den, April 24th. This is really going to be a neat event. Katie and the committee are putting a lot of work into it. And it's going to be a fun, not only a fun event and a fun time of fellowship with members from other clubs in our area, but also a really good time to raise some money for the Imagination Library program. So please, we're going to have a silent auction. We're going to have great food. We have a really exciting speaker. Is it CEO? Is that his title? The CEO of Colorado Imagination Library is going to be speaking at the event. So please, 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 we'll put the link to register in the notes again today. Please register and join us. It's going to be a great night. Epic Day of Service, mark your calendar, May 17th. It looks like we're going to have a couple projects going on that day, and one either the weekend before or the weekend after. So if you can't make the 17th, you'll have a different opportunity as well. Okay, this always looks different on my computer, so I'm sorry for formatting. Lots of April anniversaries, and I do have to give a shout out to Tom Johnson, who's one of our charter members, and I know I saw him this morning. There he is right there. He's one of our charter members, so that's exciting that he's hitting 40 years next week or 2 weeks, I guess. So thank you all for being committed members to Rotary and to our club. We have some birthdays, lots of them this month, so happy birthday to all of our April people. All right, and I'm going to have Jen come up. Everything. Your whole everything.
Okay, hello, I'm Jen Vollmer. I'm the membership chair, and I would like to invite up Peter Coleman and his mentor. Peter is new to the club, and we are going to induct him today. So sit with me through our speech, and then we'll give Peter a minute to just tell a few things about himself. Cool? Peter Coleman, it is a great pleasure on behalf of the Board of Directors and members of the Evergreen Club, Rotary Club of Evergreen to welcome you as a member. We welcome you not only for the fine fellowship we will share, but also for your dedication to the community. Rotary is not a political organization, but all Rotarians are vitally concerned with everything pertaining to good citizenship and the election of good men and women to public office. Rotary is not a charitable organization, yet its activities exemplify the charity and the sacrifices that one should expect from people who believe that they have a responsibility in helping others. Rotary is not a religious organization, but is built on those eternal principles that have served as moral compass for people throughout the ages. Rotary is an organization of business and professional people pledged to uphold the highest professional standards. Rotarians believe that worldwide fellowship and international peace can be achieved when people unite under the banner of service. You, Peter Coleman, have been chosen for membership in the Rotary Club of Evergreen because your fellow members believe in you. In the community, you represent the character and service to the club. We accept you as a member and welcome your commitment. Fellow Rotarians, I have the pleasure of presenting to you our new Rotarian, Peter Coleman.
I thank you for welcoming me. I've been here literally about 15 years, but I ran into a few friends recently on a trip, and they're all Rotarians, and they invited me to join. I'm married. My wife is Dana. Some of you may know her, Dana McMahon. And I have two boys, Mickey and Patty.
Yes, Chuck.
He's understating everything that him and his family represent. Once you get to know Peter, I've gotten to know him just through a quick phone call and spilling coffee all over Gail the last meeting that I was at. His wife is a retired FBI agent and has history, unbelievable stories, and some really cool stuff. His son is in second round of Navy school, Navy SEAL class right now. He was flying out today and he just told me he changed his flight, so be out there with him. So get to know him. It's really cool. I can't wait to mentor him because I'm going to have a blast just listening to him. Do you remember the special handshake and the paddle? We'll get that next time.
Thank you.
Peter. Okay, next I would like to call up Dave Laughlin. Dave I know he's here. Oh, there he is. It's a special day for Dave because he gets to remove the red sticker from his badge. We've all seen Dave. Dave has had his hands in the Salvation Army bell ringing. He has been helping with the home show. He is a rock star. You're going to hear about the home show here in a minute, I'm sure.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. But here's his graduation little ceremony, if you will. As you know, Dave Laughlin, the purpose of the Red Badge program is to help integrate our newer members into the Evergreen Rotary family and to help them find their path to a rewarding experience with us living out the Rotary motto of service above self. Please join me in congratulating Dave for graduating the Red Badge program. Stay here for a minute.
All right.
Okay, I'd like to call up Gail. Gail Sharp. Today is a meet the member, so you guys are gonna get sick of me, I know, but we're gonna meet the member. So we're meeting a member that's been with us 20 years and a member that's been with us 1 year. So Gail Sharp, Dave Laughlin. So Gail has been with us 20 years. Her favorite color is red. Interestingly, Dave's favorite color is blue. An interesting fact about Gail that many of you may or may not know is that she has a pet cow called Okie Dokie. Okay. An interesting fact you may or may not know about Dave is he, along with Bob White, I hear, makes his own beer. He has a special IPA. And if you haven't tried it, I guess we all need to try it.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, really quickly, I'm going to give you the microphone. I want you to tell the Rotary Club here what your favorite place on earth is and why.
Well, this is gonna be pretty boring because my favorite place on earth is here in Evergreen. I'm never leaving. And especially right on my ranch, I'm never leaving that either, I'm dying here, but.
Mine might be a little more exotic. I would say that, Paris. I really had never left the country before a couple of years ago. And I went there and spent a few weeks in France, but more so in Paris than anywhere else. Amazing. Met my expectations and then exceeded.
Okay, why don't you both tell us what your favorite movie is and why?
My favorite movie, we did this on vacation, and there's a bunch of them, but one of my favorites is Dances with Wolves, because it celebrates the West, it celebrates, Native Americans, animals. I mean, the vistas are gorgeous. It touched me in a deep way.
And I should probably say something like Shawshank Redemption, but instead, I'm gonna tell you, it's a Wonderful Life. And just because normal people make all the difference, and it's everyday life that changes everything. And I've always felt that way.
Okay, final question. If you could be anything in the world, your dream job, anything, sky's the limit, what would your dream job be?
I am so boring. Because you guys are not gonna be surprised at this, I know. But I would be a ranch hand on a ranch, way out, rounding up cattle and working outside every day. I would love that.
And after working for 40 years in marketing, it wouldn't be that. But I don't know, I would say just, doing things like this, one of the highlights of my weeks is Friday mornings and getting to come here and work with you guys and just doing things that I think make a difference.
Thank you, Dave and Gail.
Hey, Cal, can I have you come up, please, sir?
So, special announcement with my two friends up here, Jim and Al. As many of you noted today that I wasn't at the last meeting, a couple of meetings, due to a 6 years ago, kind of a sad story. Our beautiful daughter, Halston, took her life on March 28th. You all know, many of you, especially the older members, that we started a foundation in honor of her to kind of bring light to the world. That started on September 13, 2019. To date, we've given out 18 scholarships worth $35,000. We've funded $31,000 worth of animal assisted therapy from kindergarten to 12th grade students. And it's now time for my wife and I to kind of move on to, after my company is now sold and started to retire with that, but also with the foundation. So we've kind of gone through a long litany of stuff over the last couple of months with the Evergreen Rotary Foundation Board. Al and Jim have been a tremendous help in getting us to this point. But it's time to move on to the next phase of our life. Kimberly's not here today because she's just exhausted physically and emotionally. And every time we give out a scholarship, there's tears and stuff that goes with it. It's an indescribable pain of losing a child. So we've decided with this new direction and strategic direction with the help of our board of directors for Halston's Hope Foundation, as well as these guys and Evergreen Rotary Foundation board, that we're going to take the remaining funds, put it into the Evergreen Rotary Foundation as a fund called Halston's Hope Fund. There'll be no more. We really truly appreciate everybody in this room that is given to Halston's Hope Foundation over the years. the events we've had, the fun times at Jefferson County Fairgrounds, all of that kind of stuff, but no more donations are coming in. Basically, we're gonna keep it rolling as long as we can and give out to charities and nonprofits that we view kind of match up with Alston's wishes that she would like. Some of those of which that we've got kind of our eye on. Many of you are involved with right now, the Animal Assisted Therapy Programs of Colorado. Second Wind Fund, which has been here to talk to us in the past as speakers. Echo Homeless Shelter is one that we're passionate about and been doing at least monthly work there. Camp Comfort, we're signed up for over the summer. Evergreen Animal Protection League, and then Robbie's Hope is another one. If you don't know, Robbie's Hope will tell you that the suicide is the second leading cause of death amongst teens in the US right now. So tremendous epidemic. We believe all of this, through this, Halston would be proud of our direction. And like I said earlier, I can't express the gratefulness and the support and everything that you've done to help us get to this point of the last 6 years. I think it's now time to move on. There'll be roughly $30,000 to $32,000 that will get moved into the board's funds. So that's what's left, and we'll fund it from there. So thank you from the bottom of Kimberly and my heart, and for everything that you guys have done over the years.
Generous gesture. I can't appreciate it more. And we're looking forward to continuing the foundation with Evergreen Rotary.
Good.
Let me just say, when Chuck came to us and with this proposal, I guess it caught my attention immediately because I've been involved, as some of you know, down in Guatemala, and we did something similar with a lot of the programs down there, rolled them into the Rotary Foundation. But know this, that when Chuck said that no more donations would be accepted, that doesn't mean that we wouldn't accept donations if people wanted to continue to donate to that fund. And we've set sort of a target year, I think our target time period is 7 years to exhaust the amount of funds that Chuck was transferring. And this fits so well with Rotary's mission that we just couldn't, we had to find a way to make it work, and we did.
Thank you. It's in the mail, Jim. Chris, where's Chris? I saw him here. There he is. We need to work on that, sir.
Okay, we're going to do Happy Bucks at the request of a couple specific members today, so. Sorry, Richard, I didn't give you a heads up.
So we've got Happy Bucks. We're gonna ask you to introduce your name and say, of course, give your spiel about your Happy Bucks. How are you doing?
Erica Sprinkle, and I have $20. 10 is for Jen for helping me today. We were under the gun, getting the food and stuff out, so thank you, Jen. The other 10, and it should be 10,000, is for Dave Laughlin for helping me with the home show. He has taken it over and done wonderfully, so thank you.
Thank you, Erica.
And everyone, thank you, Erica.
I'm Jen, and I have $30, $10 for each month I was gone. I'm so glad to be back. There is no place like home.
Welcome back. So I'm Chuck Adams, you all know. Last Friday, because I wasn't here, our other daughter was up here, kind of caring for mama and doing things. And her boyfriend that will soon be asking for her hand in marriage. So we've got our last one being married off, and probably that'll happen at Cannon Beach the end of April. So only a couple of months.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you. Chuck.
Kimber Perkins. I am super honored to make a contribution
and Halston's Memory Chest to the foundation. You really modeled what community looks like in unimaginable grief and loss. So we thank you for your example and for your service. Over here somewhere. I am Lori Robert, and I want to do a shout out to Cindy Latham, who has been. Yes.
She's okay, she's fine.
She's just an opportunity to go and be with her family in California. This is for Cindy.
Monday, we're leaving to, what's your name? Saturday. So Monday, we're leaving, Spain, Morocco to visit our two grandsons who are being educated in Spain.
Well, since I saw Ted stand up, I have to thank Ted for getting me involved in a 10-man racquetball league that plays Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm back in it. I was out of it, but thank you, Ted.
Anyone else?
Harry. All right, thank you very much. All right, now I'm gonna have Lori come up to make our official announcement. She beat me to it. Harder than I thought. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lori Robert, and this is my dear friend Amy Dubo. Amy and I are officially going to be taking over Rotary Wildfire Ready. As I just announced, Cindy has this wonderful opportunity to go back to California and be with her son and her grandbabies. And she is very, very emotional right now, trying to figure out how to untangle or untangle, disentangle herself from all of her wonderful work here. As we all know, she has been an amazing force, and I feel so blessed to have been in her sphere. So Amy and I are going to do this.
Okay, so you go ahead and.
Okay. And so we are going to be at the Home and Garden Show, first of all. We do have volunteers for that, which are primarily the conifer ambassadors from their wildfire neighborhood communities. So, but we are still looking for people from our club to come and join us and because we feel like we're a very small group, but we need people to come help us at our 9 different events this summer. And it's not a big commitment, it's just a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Just come to one event. It's so much fun because you get to talk about things that are really important to us, keeping ourselves safe, keeping our homes safe, our community safe, and all of that. So 9 different things. The other thing that we're really looking for is expertise in grant supervision. We've gotten this incredible grant from the Colorado Forest Service for, is it $19,000? And we don't have an ability to
Well, I think Lori and I are taking over this, and one of the things that we'd like to do is try to disperse the workload a little bit more. It's pretty much been Lori, me, and Cindy doing a lot of the work. And there's probably 2 areas that we are looking for help. One is keeping track of the hours and submitting all the papers that need to be submitted so that we can keep this $19,000 grant. And there is a small course that you can take online, I guess, and the Colorado Forestry has offered to help us get through this. We were awarded the biggest grant of anyone. And then the other place that we are needing help with, and that would just be a short time commitment. We have it for 3 years that we need to get through all the things that we asked for. And Lori and I will work on that. We just need somebody to help us keep track of the hours and everything and submit them. Then the second thing that we need some help with is somebody who's really good at social media and keeping up our Facebook page as well as posting on Instagram. And Lori and I would give you the things to put on the Facebook pages and things like that. So it just, we're trying to spread the wealth.
Thank you, Mindy.
Oh. The one thing I want to say, when I first started this work, it was like 6 years ago when I first moved here. And Cindy asked me to come on board. I'm an educator and help with the different things. I've made the dioramas, if any of you have seen that. Lori's done all the graphics and the pamphlets. I did the editing. Cindy does all the other work behind the scenes, which now we are going to try to put together and do as a team here. And it's not hard work. It's fun. If you come out, I'm in charge of the volunteers and I will buy you beverage tickets. We have fun. I know Suzanne was in here one time and we were at the Conifer place and it was really fun. We had margaritas and ice cream. And it just becomes a great camaraderie. We meet once a month, just during the April to September.
Which our next meeting is April 15th. Via Zoom, if you're interested, I can send you the Zoom link.
So we really hope that you'll come out and continue Cindy's work and help us make this mission and help make Evergreen as well as the surrounding communities a lot safer. Oh, on the side, the Colorado Forestry has asked for a lot of our information. And so the information that Cindy and Lori and I have created is probably going to go statewide. And then Cindy just got an email from Big Sky, and Montana is very interested in also using this. So this is a very big project that is way out there that she's created, and I'm really hoping that we can continue with it with your help.
And two of our events are involving the Boulder Rotary Club and the Littleton Rotary Club this summer. So we're getting it out there, you guys. We're getting it out there. Thank you so much.
Both of you for stepping up and taking on this incredible project. It's a big one. All right, Gail, would you like to introduce our speaker?
Morning, everybody. I have an honor of introducing a woman that I have not met until this morning, but I've been speaking to for a long time. Her name is Laura Uzzle, and she is the co-executive director of Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, which is OLLI for short, and it is a division of DU. It is a division that includes education and programs and events for people, and they say 50 and better. So for our age group, they've got amazing classes. Laura's just been there for 9 months. She's had previous work in all nonprofit sectors, doing specifically with MS organization for 20 years. But she's here to tell us about all the different classes and things you can learn. I think all of us here would like to continue to learn. So I welcome Laura Uzzle.
Thank you, and thank you all for having me. Can you hear me all right? I tend to talk with my hands, so if I move the microphone, I do apologize. I am Laura Uzzle. I'm here with the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at the University of Denver. I am one of 2 executive directors, so I job share the position with David Shanehalls, and my half is the communications, marketing, and membership. Oops. All right. So what is OLLI? We talked a little bit about this. OLLI stands for the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. We are a national network of education programs for people, and as they say, 50 and better. We offer non-credit peer-driven learning experiences, so classes and other programs that I'm going to talk a little bit more about that are designed to engage, educate, and enrich our members. Our classes are a non-competitive environment, no tests, no grades, truly just learning for the love of learning. And we really focus on lifelong learning, personal growth, and social engagement. This actually is a picture of one of our courses going out for a drone demonstration and learning, and our mission there in terms of enriching our members. All right, so our overview. We are part of the University of Denver College of Professional Studies. We are supported by DU, but we are also supported by an endowment from the Bernard Osher Foundation in San Francisco. They started with their first endowment with their first university in 2001. They now have over 124 OLLIs around the country. All of them are connected to universities in order to reach and through sort of a partnership. And through that, they reach over 170,000 members in 394 cities and towns. Here we have 5 locations in the Denver area. The closest to you all is probably Golden. We are in Golden and Broomfield. We're on campus at DU. We're in Denver. We're down south in Littleton. And through something called OLLI on the Move, we actually take our classes out into communities around the Denver metro area. Our classes are in person and online, almost an exact 50-50 split. We've got about 2,000 members, and we have over 250 courses annually. And we're celebrating 30 years. So not quite as long as your Rotary, but we're trailing right behind you. Just a diagram to let you all see how it works with the DU and Osher. This actually is a picture of our most recent tour to NOAA for our members. So I just thought I'd point out some of these. The presentation will then sort of give itself this way. But to tell you, mostly what OLLI is known for are our courses. So we offer a wide range of subjects that you can see there, everything from religion to theater, politics, writing. Our film courses are some of our most popular, really interesting film topics. Again, as we talked about, they're online and in person. We offer 3 terms, 3 8-week terms, fall, winter, and spring. Our facilitators, about 99% of them are volunteers, so they give their time from the goodness of their heart. They aren't necessarily professors or PhDs in these topics. There are people just like you, just like me, who have a passion and an interest in a topic that they want to share with their peers and they want to share with the community. So it's really a wonderful interactive environment to learn all kinds of things from people who are not necessarily sharing what their professional experience was, but really what their love is in life. And as a result, I often find that they are more passionate and go even deeper into those topics. We talked a little bit about the course locations. I just stuck them on a map so you could see sort of where they are. And then I want to talk a little bit about our special events and programs. This picture is actually, we also, I'm going to preempt my slide a little bit. We do offer travel opportunities, and this was a recent group of OLLI members who went to Cuba from OLLI at DU. We offer lunch and learns, so those are more like one-time, bring your lunch, sit down, hear a speaker and an expert. One of the most interesting ones that I attended this year before the election was actually from the gentleman whose title I'm going to miss, but so I'm just going to explain, but he heads all of the elections in the state of Colorado, and he was just a fascinating conversation. We offer webinars, which are the one-time, as members, our Friday webinar series is free. We do field trips and cultural excursions. As I said earlier, we went to NOAA. We've got a tour coming up of Centennial Airport behind the scenes. They went and saw La Boheme, They recently went and saw the last dress rehearsal of La Boheme and had a presentation from somebody at the opera before the opera actually took place. Special interest groups. So our special interest groups are started by our members, run by our members. We have everything from skiing and snowshoeing to mahjong to photography, just a wide range of interest groups. National and international travel. As I said, this is Cuba. Coming in the fall, we're going to Italy. We're going to England. Next year, we're looking at Spain and Portugal, and then a trip to DC for the 250th anniversary. And then we do also offer online fitness classes. Why join Ollie at DU? What are the benefits of Ollie at DU? Certainly the first one is lifelong learning. The opportunity to stay engaged, the opportunity to explore new topics, the opportunity to learn. But close behind that is community engagement. That this is an opportunity to meet with others who want to continue to learn, others who are involved with their community, really have dynamic conversations about a wide range of topics. The thing that makes Ollie different from even at DU, the enrichment program. So DU has a real continuum of learning. In addition to their undergraduate and master's programs, they offer the enrichment program and Ollie. And the difference between the enrichment and Ollie is enrichment, people usually come and take the courses and go on with their work or their lives or whatever. At Ollie, we really pride ourselves in establishing a community of lifelong learners. So it's not just about the courses, it's about the community. We have, as I said, a very wide range of topics and offer the ability to either take courses online or in person. So you can really go at your pace and at your convenience. And one of our taglines is that you come for the courses, but you stay for the community. Our impact in the community, local involvement, we're very involved in local health fairs, and we have volunteer opportunities within Ollie, particularly as a facilitator, if you want to teach a class or share your passion, but also as a greeter or as a committee member or in board members on a whole variety of levels. We really feel that we are an important part of sort of the continuum of aging, if you will, and that we help people, and we hear this over and over and over again. We provide a purpose, we provide connection, we provide belonging and community. A lot of these words you're probably thinking, those sound very familiar to the conversations we have when we talk about Rotary. That's why I'm here, is that we see a lot of synergy between what the kind of community that we build, the kind of members we have, and the people that are here in this room. And we really do provide, as you talk to our facilitators, particularly who volunteer their time, feeling that incredible sense of purpose in being able to share their passion and their interests with others is a big part of who Ollie is. And then our civic engagement. We offer a lot of current events classes. They are very popular. And one of the reasons that they are so popular is because we offer people a constructive, respectful and informed opportunity to talk with each other about what's going on, both in local politics, in national politics, around the world. Our members are very informed and they want to talk to each other. And we've really pride ourselves in being able to offer a respectful environment for people to do that. How can you get involved? It's easy to make a difference within Ollie and within the community, either by becoming an Ollie member, volunteering as a facilitator, being a guest speaker for one of our events. If you've got something interesting that you'd like to share, whether it's a passion or professionally, we're always looking for those opportunities. Helping us with our community outreach. And then anytime we have opportunities for partnership or collaboration, if you're listening to what I'm talking about and you think, boy, I know a group that would be a great fit for this, please let me know. We really do enjoy partnering throughout the community. What we've got coming up for spring term, we've got our spring term courses that just kicked off. So if you wanted to register, we've only missed the first class. We've got summer short webinars that are online through the summer. Some of our lunch and learns coming up, UFO fact and fiction, and then a lunch and learn on our national parks. We've got a trivia, not trivial, trivia, my apologies, afternoon in Littleton at our Centennial Airport course. Don't tell our South staff. And I apologize, I hope you can read this. We were low on brochures for this, for our spring term, but this will give you a sense of some of the kinds of courses we offer. So everything from the battle in the Atlantic to healthcare in the 21st century, Theodore Roosevelt, a dominant personality in a changing time, all the way to can our prehistoric ancestors tell us who we are, the Trinity across faith and science, the enigma of artificial intelligence. This is just a smattering. I didn't want to bore you all, but we have pages of these courses, a whole variety, and really it's worth coming in and seeing. There is lots more on our website. If you go to our website later this summer, it won't look like this anymore, but all the same information will be there, I promise. Whether you want to register for courses, sign up to volunteer, travel with us, check out our events, join a shared interest group, it all takes place on our website. So that's the best place to start. And if you're interested, right now we are running a half-year membership special. So joining for the spring this summer with Ollie is $35 as a registration fee. If you choose to wait and want to join in the fall, it's a $65 membership for the full year. And then there are registration fees for courses and programs and travel. But your membership gets you the free Friday webinars, the Ollie Fit classes, the special interest groups, access to any of the travel opportunities or other things that you might want to do. And the easiest way to get us is to call us, to email us, or to visit our website at www.ollie.du.edu. So got you there under under the time. Does anybody have any questions about Ollie at DU?
I have a question. Is Peter Gilbert still involved in your program?
The name sounds familiar to me, but I've only been there 9 months, and I apologize, I don't know all 2,000 quite yet.
And he teaches a very interesting subject. So if he's not there, that's fine.
He may be, and I do apologize if he is, and I just don't remember his name.
Two questions. What's your favorite course of Ollie, yours personally, and what are you reading right now?
I don't actually get to take many of the courses. I have to confess to that. So, but I recently sat in on one on the national parks around the country and really enjoyed that. And as I will admit that I was not sure that I would be a great RVer in my future. And after sitting in on that course, I went home and said to my husband, we got to figure this out because I want to see all of them and we're going to need an RV. So really found that inspiring. And what am I reading right now? I just finished, so one of the things I should tell you is that I'm much more a big picture person. I'm terrible on details. So bright, beautiful creatures, right?
Remarkably bright creatures.
That was it, Remarkably Bright Creatures. Which was light and warm and fun and a great break for me from what else is going on in the world. So I really enjoyed that. Other questions I can answer?
Yeah, quick question about.
Hold on, you're gonna get yelled at.
Question about, some of the travels that we do, like to Italy or next year, Portugal and Spain. Would that be part of the curriculum where you do a history of Spain and Portugal along with the travel?
We try to. That's our goal. So it is always dependent on being able to find somebody to facilitate the class. But our goal is to be able to pair one of our courses with the travel. If that's not possible, for example, we couldn't find that the way that Cuba lined up, it just didn't work for us. We did get the group together before they went so that they could share stories with each other and really connect and then travel and then get together again afterwards. And full disclosure, much of our travel takes place through groups like Rhodes Scholar, But this gives Ollie at DU an opportunity, and if we have extra spaces, sometimes we work with other Ollies to really focus on the educational and cultural side of our traveling, and give people an opportunity to then talk about that with the group of that they're traveling with.
So I just volunteered, Lori. If you're interested, we would be more than happy to do an event and talk about, fire safety.
I would love that. That would be wonderful. Absolutely. Thank you. We'd love to hear more about fire safety, and I think that you'd have quite the audience for that. So I appreciate it.
Other questions? Wow, a quiet group today.
And there are postcards and bookmarks on your table. I've got more if you want them. We do feel, and I was saying this isn't the first Rotary I've spoken with. We feel that there's a lot of synergy between Ollie and what we do with our community and what Rotary is doing with you all in your community. And so I really hope to see some of your faces at our courses. I know that it's a little bit of a drive down the hill, but Golden isn't too far, and the online classes are they're all done on Zoom. And so they're easily acceptable as well. So, all right.
Thank you so much.
So two quick things, and I flipped off the order a little bit. First of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for driving up the mountain. And I don't know if you know, Rotary is working to eradicate polio in the world. And so as a thank you for you being here today, we'll be donating 60 doses of polio vaccine in your name. So thank you very much. And I just have to say, I had the chance to talk to Laura for a moment before she spoke this morning. My dad's been involved in Ollie for, I don't know how many years. He teaches classes, he takes classes. He's apparently on the board now, which is kind of fun. So it's really a phenomenal organization, and I highly encourage everybody to just look at their classes and see what they're offering, because they really have some amazing things. So thank you. And I realized, because I wasn't paying attention to my own slides, that I skipped general announcements this morning. So please, if you have general announcements, come up, stand behind the podium, and make sure to state your name for our scribes. And I know there's at least a couple.
Morning, everybody. Seen me a little too much here. Just wanted to highlight that next week is the home show, and I'll tell you, we need help. We need volunteers for Friday afternoon, for Saturday and Sunday. A lot of you have already signed up, but it's pretty sketchy. So if you guys could kind of jump in. I've sent a couple of emails this week, and I'll send another one out here today. If you could follow the link and sign up, that would be huge for us. Thank you.
I signed up in my sketching.
You are.
Hi, Katie Crollo. Time is of the essence, people, on this Area 8 dinner. It does benefit Imagination Library. I know Mindy mentioned that. We're still looking for two things. One, get signed up. You got to sign up before the 17th. That's less than 2 weeks away. Two, we're still open for donations. So anything from small, like a jigsaw puzzle, to something large, like maybe an Airbnb for a week. Sign up and donate.
Yay.
Got a plastic announcement. First of all, I've got a couple people who helped me, and I want to recognize them. Jenny Boshin is amazing. Jeff, I don't see where you are. Right there, Jeff Stone, and Bob also pick up plastic from Natural Grocers, other organizations around the community. So thank you, thank you. And speaking of Jeff, he has been making special trips down the hill to pick up at Natural Grocers in Green Mountain. He doesn't need to go down, so his carbon footprint is lousy on that. So I'm looking for somebody who drives down regularly and would be willing to stop at Green Mountain Natural Grocers once a week. Oh, Cameron's raising her hand. Amazing. Okay, thank you all.
And that right there is why one of Rotary's taglines is people of action. We've already got the problem solved before we even finish the sentence. So thank you very much, everyone. We're actually done a couple minutes early too. Oh, sorry. Oh, yep, come on up. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to my own slides.
Thanks, this group's been so welcoming. My name is Bert McKenna. Just as a public service announcement today, I want to hand out anybody that wants requests for absentee ballots. We have special districts in Evergreen, right? We have 2, fire district, election on May 6th, and then EPRD, the rec district, also on May 6th. There are single polling places, like for example, we have 8 fire stations, but the only place you can vote is at the Bergen Parkway Fire Station on May 6th. So it's much more convenient if you actually just put in your request for the absentee ballot. There's a check mark on here that you can be a permanent absentee ballot receiver. I would just point out that the turnouts are so incredibly low. I remember one year on a contested election, 150 votes won an election, okay? So you just think about the membership in the Rotary could actually control these elections. So it's just important to, civic participation and, it's in your property tax bill if you own property. If you're not a resident, don't fill out one of these, that would be, election fraud. But, I just want to point out really quickly too, it's a government form, but you just need to state your name, put down here, check that you're a resident of the district, put down your address, check box if you want a permanent, and just sign it. You don't need a witness or anything else, just sign it and print your name, okay? So these are available, anybody that would want one, and yes, I am biased in this election, number one on the ballot. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. And you have a pile of forms with you, correct?
Actually, yeah, so there are instructions on the front about how to submit these. So they can be emailed to the election official, Mickey Mills, her email address is in here. Or if you sign them and hand them to me, like Kay gave me hers, I'm gonna scan them and email them in as a group to Mickey Mills. If that's easier for you, okay? So happy to help.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for a wonderful meeting. Lots going on in the club. It's always really exciting. And I will encourage, especially new members, but everybody, please make sure to go look at our website. There is a lot going on. There's a lot of fun activities, a lot of ways to serve, but also a lot of fellowship opportunities. So visit the website. Jack puts in an exorbitant amount of time to make it functional for all of us. So look at what's going on and find a way to get involved. And go out and share the magic of Rotary with your community. Have a good week.